In the next 60 days, I will be attempting to turn these $1,000 into over $100,000 by day trading Forex. Now, this is my only focus and I will not stop until I complete this challenge. Now, by doing this challenge, I'm putting my reputation on the line as Signal King to complete this challenge. I will be documenting every single trade that I take and be showing it here every week on YouTube and daily on my Instagram. Now, it's week 5 of the challenge and we had a very rough start, but we're on our way back to our $1,000 start. Now, let's get right into the video. All right, guys, good morning. It is currently Monday, 8:54 a.m. You can see it is May 13th, and we do have a setup. So pretty much our account is at almost 700 bucks, and we need to bring this account to at least 1,200 bucks by the end of the week, guys. So let's see what happens. Let me explain to you what I see for this morning now. So check it out. You guys can see it is 8:54, exactly how I said, and you can see that the account is at $670. You guys could also see that this is the same account. If we go to month transactions, you guys could see that this is definitely the same account. Now, like I said, pretty much we do have a sell limit placed. Now let me explain to you why we have this sell limit placed right here. So check it out, guys. This is USD CAD. We're gonna look at the higher time frame, like the H1 time frame, and we're gonna work our way down. So on the higher time frame, you guys can see that price is pretty much giving a distribution. So the main target for price is gonna be this area of demand right here, if we're actually gonna go one higher time frame. So on the H4 time frame here, you guys can see that this area of demand created this big distribution to the upside. This is the main target for price this week, this daily in H4. Now, when we go to the H1 time frame, you guys can see that price is reacting off of this area here. So this is just a push, a pullback into supply to continue to move to the downside. First target for price is gonna be the H1 demand, and main target is the daily demand. Now we go to the M15, we turn on our session-based indicator, and what do we have? We have pretty much, look at this, London or Asia session sold off the high of day, and then now pretty much London set up pre-New York, and then now we have pre-New York setting up New York session with this M15, the M5, you can see the M5 in confluence, and when we go to the M1, you guys can see it here even better. So the M1 supply that created the push, now we just need price to make its way over here, right there, and we will sell. So let's see what happens, guys. Also, let me show you that I did call this in the signal group. So like I said, everything that I do call in there. You guys can see it there, short, sell limit sent. So I'll update you guys as soon as anything happens. Check it out. You guys can see it is currently 9:10. And notice how price quite didn't hit our sell limit area by just a little bit. So I activated these two positions manually, and if price doesn't activate our order, that's fine. I have these two positions, and I also let the signal group know exactly what I was doing. So check it out. Everything that I do, I update them and I let them know, hey guys, just a heads up, I entered manually, seeing that price didn't activate it, but leave the sell limit. So every single thing that I do, I update them. So we have some positions entered manually and a sell limit. So let's see what happens. All right, so it's currently 9:29, and you guys can see we are still pretty much in the same situation. Price is more or less in the same area. We were in profit, and then now price is pretty much back at break even. Hopefully we could activate this sell limit. That way everyone in the signal group is in the trade and my sell limit activates. But like I said, I did tell everyone I was entering manually. So let's see what happens, guys. All right, let's go, guys. It's 9:33, and you can see take profit 1 just got hit. Let's go. Super fire, guys. Now, I'm not going to close with a 1-to-1. I'm going to close with a 1-to-2 on this trade. All right, so it's currently 9:56. You guys can see 9:56, and I got to put some oil in the car. Now, check it out, guys. The trade is in profit. We are about to hit a 1-to-2, so I will close all of my positions right here with a 1-to-2. Look at our trade right here. We are up $53. So the only thing that messed us up, guys, is that this sell limit didn't activate, and I didn't want to add more positions just in case it did activate. So we went in with low risk on this trade, but that's fine. That's good to start off the week. A nice 1-to-2 for the signal group. Now, like I said, it didn't activate, but I told everyone I was entering manually, so it did give plenty of opportunity for everyone to enter. So let's see what happens, guys. All right, so you can see it's 10:17, and price just pulled back right now and activated our sell limit. So let's see how this looks like, guys. Boom, perfect. Now we have the sell limit activated, and we have these two positions still. So I'll update you guys and I'll let you guys know what happens. All right, guys, so we're back home. We're eating breakfast, and we just got stopped out by a hair, literally a hair. And then if price reverses from here, I'm gonna be mad, because literally you can see that, like, it seems like price just wanted to stop this out. We were in profit, and then just one big candle stopped us out. The count is at 488 now. You can see we lost 181 today. All right, good morning, everyone. It is currently Tuesday, 9:39 a.m. I don't know why I said Wednesday. You guys can see Tuesday, 9:39 a.m. And pretty much we have a setup presenting itself, but we had red folder news at 10 a.m. So we have to wait for the red folder news to pass for me to be able to send the we have to wait for the red folder news to pass for me to be able to send that trade opportunity. So let me break it down. So you guys can see it is 9:39 and the account is at $488 with yesterday's trades pretty much. So pretty much we need to come back from 500 bucks, which we definitely are. You guys can see 9:39. Now check it out, guys. This was actually the trade I sent yesterday. So you can see that price stopped us out. Actually, let me go to the H1 time frame so you can see it a little bit cleaner. So, and I'm gonna turn this off as well so you can see it a little bit cleaner. So notice this was yesterday's trade that I sent and price stopped us out by a hair and it would have gone in our favor. The market direction is on point. Everything is on point. Let me break down why we're looking for sells. If we look at the higher time frame, we go to the H4 time frame. Notice the main target for price is still this daily demand that created the distribution to the upside. So this area of demand that created this distribution to the upside is the main target for price. Now we go to the M15 time frame. We turn on the session-based indicator, and notice how this, like I said, this is the main target for price. Now for us to sell, we do have this area of supply to sell from. We have a M15 and M5. But we have to wait for red folder news to pass by. So either price is gonna pull back here and we sell, or New York session on the M1 time frame. So somewhere around here on the M1 time frame, price has to create a new area of supply. So let's see what happens, guys. Either price is gonna create a new area of supply or we will sell off of this area. All right, guys, so it is currently 12 o'clock, 11:59 a.m. It's about to be 12 p.m. and no trade taken today, guys. I was honestly waiting for price to pull back into the area that I was looking to take the trade from, which is the M15, the M5 supply. I needed an entry confirmation, but no entry confirmation was given. Now I'm about to break down something that's, you see the dust flying. I'm about to break down something that's very, very crucial when it comes to trading, and it's identifying the true supply and demand in the market. So check this out, guys. Right here, we have the M5 time frame, right? I'm gonna go back actually to the M15. And I want you guys to check this out. So notice right here, we have the previous contrary candle that created this distribution. So the previous contrary candle before a push that is not touched is the true supply in the market. We go now to the M5 time frame and you can see the candle that created this distribution to the downside is this one here. So we have the M15 and the M5 in confluence. Now this right here, what you have here is still an area of supply. This is still an area of supply, but it is not the one that created the push. So very likely price just reacts off of this, and what's gonna happen is price will pull back up into the M15 and the M5 and continue the bearish move from there, hitting the target. So whenever you have multiple areas of supply, for example, like this one here, do not take those. Take the one that creates the push. That is the true one, the true supply and demand in the market. Now let me show you guys can see that the account is still at the 488. So let me pull this up. You guys can see the account is literally still at 488. No trades taken today, so we'll just come back tomorrow. All right, guys, check it out. It is currently 9:05 in the morning. You guys can see 9:05, and it is Wednesday morning, and we do have a setup already presenting itself, which I already called in the signal group. So let me show you guys, and hopefully it could hit. Now notice we already got the wall done, super fire. Now I just need to get this wall done. You guys can see it is 9:07 a.m. and the account is at pretty much 500 bucks, and we do have a one lot place. Now let me show you that I did call this in the signal group as well already, so you guys can see that pretty much I called the sell limit as well. Now let me break down the sell limit to you guys. So pretty much on the higher time frame, I've been telling you guys for the past few days that the main target for USD CAD was going to be this daily demand. Notice this daily demand right here that created the push to the upside. Notice how price tapped that daily demand, and then now the next target is going to be this H4. Notice how we left a big wick. Very likely price is going to fill that wick and maybe make its way to the H4. So now that we know price is still bearish and we need to go down a little bit to fill that wick and actually create an area of demand off the bigger, create an area of demand on a lower time frame off of the higher time frames demand. So what do we have now? We have pre-New York setting us up with the M15, the M5, and the M1 supply all in confluence. So we have the M15, the M5, and the M1 all coming from this area. So this is a high probability area to sell from. We just need to wait for price to pull back up here and see if the sell limit activates and if we can secure a nice 1 to 2 off this trade. So let's see what happens, guys. All right, so it's currently 9:27, guys, and check it out. Price hasn't pulled back quite yet into the sell limit that I sent in the signal group, but I entered some positions manually off of this M1 supply just in case price doesn't pull back up here. So we have the sell limit placed here, and I entered 2 positions off of here. So you can see that pretty much right here. We have 2.50s off the supply that I just showed you, and we have the one lot placed right here off of the sell limit. And then you can see that I also tell the signal group every single thing that I do. Let me show you. Pretty much I told them, just giving you a heads up, I'm leaving the sell limit to get activated, but in the flip account, I'm entering a position a little lower. I wouldn't do this unless it was a flip account, so you shouldn't either. But everything that I do, I update them. So if price plays out from here, we have some positions. All right, so it's currently 9:32, guys, and we might get stopped out on this extra position that I threw right here, which was high risk that I told you. Notice how this is our stop loss right here, right above the supply. So if you guys stopped out, that's fine. I'm not gonna have a big stop loss on this. It was just a small trade with a big reward. So small risk, big reward. I'm not gonna make it a big risk, you know what I mean? So we still have our settlement pending over here. So let's see what happens, guys. All right, so check it out, guys. It's currently 9:43 and we're here eating breakfast. Our sell limit just activated right now. So you can see our sell limit just activated and we pretty much got stopped out on that extra position that I had. So we didn't lose too much. We only lost 20 bucks pretty much, 24 with the fees. And then now we have the sell limit running. You can see we're in like 3 pip drawdown and we have this 0.50 that I've been holding for a little bit. So let's see what happens, guys. If we could secure at least a 1 to 2 off this trade, that would be perfect. I just have this here marked, but honestly, my goal for this trade would be honestly around here. If we could secure this, this would be awesome. All right, guys, so it's currently 10:12 and we're picking up the house, cleaning up, and we hit stop loss. It's completely fine, guys. We just got to come back tomorrow. We still have Thursday and Friday to make up for the loss. And you can see that now the account is at $300, which is pretty low, but it's not the lowest the account has been. So we lost 186 today. Check it out, guys. It's currently 11:13. And notice how price stopped us out to just go and touch the previous low of day. So check this out. Price stopped us out, touched the previous low of day, and then look at all the bearish volume that's coming off. I'm not gonna lie, I took a small position right here. I'm gonna hold that small position up until the H4 target right here, and it's gonna give me about $200 low risk. Now check this out. If we look at the higher time frame, like the H1, I'm gonna turn this off. Notice how price literally just gave a pullback to the previous low of day, and it's also an H1 supply right here, and you can see the volume coming off of this right now. All right, good morning, guys. So it's currently Thursday, May 16, 9:14 a.m. New York session. And so far for USD CAD, we don't really have a setup presenting itself. I have my analysis set, but we need to wait for price to pull up to an area of interest, and then see if we get an entry opportunity off of that area. And then I'm also looking at Euro USD to see if we have a setup. We might have a setup. We just need an entry confirmation. Well, not even an entry confirmation. We have the target. We have the higher time frame influence the lower time frame. We just need price to give an opportunity to enter, which means price to create an area of supply in our session. So I'll show you guys right now. So you can see it's currently 9:14 a.m. and the account is currently at $345 with yesterday's losses. Pretty much we were down, and I also secured a 0.30. We were able to secure 45 bucks, so we brought it back up a little bit from 340 to 345, and we're definitely gonna flip this now. So check this out, guys. Now it is New York session, like I said, and I'm expecting USD CAD, this is USD CAD on the M15 time frame, to continue giving a movement to the downside, which is gonna be this H4 demand. Now, why do I say that? If we break this down, look at this. This is a distribution to the downside. This is a pullback into the area of supply that created the distribution. And then notice how we give a new distribution to the downside. And then now we created a new area of supply. So this right here is what price did right here. And then what we're doing right here is what price did right here, a pullback into the supply. So I'm expecting price to pull back into this supply right here that created this push, and I'll be looking to sell on the M1 time frame with an entry confirmation off of this area. So pretty much what we need on the M1 time frame is for price to do something like this. We need price to literally come over here. Watch, check it out, guys. We need price to literally do something like this, make its way up here. It's about like 15 pips. And then once we reach this area, give an entry confirmation, and then we will sell off of that like that. So this is honestly what we're looking for, and let's see what happens. All right, so you can see it's currently 9:36. And check it out, guys. I never trade US30, but I'm gonna be looking to trade it. And I did this analysis on a free Zoom this week that I did with the just my free community. And pretty much you could see since Monday night, I gave the analysis that price was gonna give a big bullish move targeting this supply. Now, what is that supply? That supply is the actual previous contrary candle that gave this big distribution to the downside. So you can see this supply is the one that started this big push down here. So this is a true area of supply. So you can see we're gonna make this a little bit bigger now. Notice since price was over here, I was saying price was gonna give a bullish move targeting this area. Now check it out. What did price do once we reached this H4 supply? Price created an H1 supply off of the H4 supply. So look at the left head distribution, and then the right shoulder right now would be this right here. So what I drew right here is literally what I have right here. Look at the left head, And then the right shoulder, this is going to be this. So if you get an entry confirmation on M1, when price reaches this area, I might honestly sell it. I might not call it in the signal group, but as soon as price reaches this area, if we get an entry confirmation, I'm going to be looking to sell. Check it out, guys. It's currently 10:02. You can see 10:02, and I have a buy limit placed. Now, why do I have a buy limit placed? Because remember I told you we are targeting this M15 supply right here. So if we're targeting this M15 supply right here and price is giving us an opportunity to buy, notice how we have an M15, we have an M5, and we have an M1 demand all in confluence from our session, giving us an opportunity to buy to head to this target here. Now, if price touches this target before activating the buy limit, I will tell everyone to delete the buy limit and we will look for a sell opportunity here. So pretty much what we want, guys, is for price to do this right here, to just make its way right here and continue going up and head to this target right here. Now, if price does this instead and price just does this and goes over here, then we will delete the buy limit and we will look for a sell opportunity. So let's see what happens, guys. All right, guys, so it's currently 10:16. You guys can see it is currently 10:16 and we had to leave the house real quick. I had to come get a jump starter for the Miata. But check it out, guys. Price just activated our buy limit right now. You can see price just pulled back into our M15, M5, and M1 demand. So we need price to react off of this zone and continue the movement to the upside. Let me show you guys that the trade activated. So we have the 0.50 that activated, and then I scaled in with another 0.20. I'm gonna be looking to close this with a 1 to 2 risk to reward, guys. So my trade would honestly look something like this. So let's see what happens, guys. So a minute only passed, guys. It's currently 10:17, and I figured why not, guys. I scaled in with another position, so I threw in another 0.20. So this is pretty much what we are working with right now. Hopefully we can get the volume off of this zone and we can secure a nice 1 to 2 off this trade. So let's see what happens. All right, guys, so it's currently 1:02 in the afternoon, 1:02 in the afternoon, and you can see we ended up getting stopped out by our trades. Now, I had to do a Zoom call with the doctor, and then the exterminator pulled up to my house, so I couldn't really do a trade update meanwhile. But you can see that we hit stop loss, so now the account is at $273. Check it out, guys. This was the area we wanted to buy from, that we actually did buy from right here. And then you can see that price stopped us out, which is fine, guys. Now we just need to come back tomorrow. Hopefully we can secure a trade on Friday to end the account with at least like anywhere from like $700 to $800 is gonna be the goal. All right, guys, good morning. It's currently 9:20 in the morning. You guys can see here 9:20 in the morning, or 9:21 currently now. And we need a miracle from God and a miracle from the Signal King. So let me show you. Pretty much we have a setup on USD CAD, but let's see if we can catch at least a 1 to 2 off of the setup. So let me break it down for you. So you guys can see 9:21, and this is the sell limit I have ready to go. You can see I don't have any trades placed in the account. You guys can see pretty much the account is still at $273. Now, check it out, guys. This is the area that I have the sell limit that I'm going to be calling off of. So check it out. Let me actually go to the H4 time frame and break this down. So what are we going to be targeting? We're going to be targeting this H4 demand right here that created this distribution to the upside. So this H4 demand that created this distribution to the upside is what we're targeting right now. And then notice how price pulled back into the area of supply, and that's where we're getting the volume coming off of. Now we go down to the M15 time frame. We turn on the session-based indicator. Notice all this volume that's coming off of this area. So notice all this volume. We go down to the the M5. Notice how we have an M5 supply from pre-New York in confluence with the high of day, also in confluence with the M1. So very, very likely that if price were to pull back into this area here, this is a high probability area to sell from. So we need price to do something like this. I'm gonna actually send the sell limit right now, and I'm going to place it in the account, and I'll update you guys. So we honestly need price to come here and then sell from there. So you guys can see it is currently 9:25, 4 minutes have passed by, and pretty much we placed a 0.20. I didn't place nothing bigger because it won't activate it due to the account balance. So when price activates this, I'll just scale into more positions, and then we're gonna be selling off of the area that I told you, which is gonna be this M5 and the M1 supply. Now, if price happens to create a new area of supply in session, then I will consider that and I will probably sell off that new area. But as of right now, this is the only area we're looking to sell from. And then let me show you, I did call this in the signal group as well. You guys can see right here, I did call this right here. So let's see what happens, guys. Hopefully we could get a nice setup. Price pulls back and gives us a nice 1 to 2 to close the week. So let's see what happens. All right, guys, so it's currently 11:51 a.m. and the trade did not activate. The analysis was on point. Price gave a bearish move, but price did not pull back into our sell limit by a few pips. But it's fine. We can't just jump in chasing price.
So that means we lost the 5-week winning streak that we had, guys. If now we would have went to 6 weeks if we would have caught a winning trade this week, but that's fine. It's completely normal to have a losing week, even a losing month, but we had a 5-week winning streak. Now we just have to come back next week and start a new winning streak, which we will.
Check it out, guys. You can see 11.52. We're gonna go ahead and delete that the sell limit because it's already 11.52. We'll just come back next week. But notice how the analysis was on point. Price just didn't pull back by a few pips, but you can see price pretty much reacted off of this area of supply right here. If you notice, price reacted off of this one instead of the higher probability one, which would be this one here. So this is a low risk trade, but it did end up playing out from this supply. But I always take the supply from a session. So if my previous session is setting me up, you guys have seen in the previous videos how that is what usually ends up happening 90% of the time. But that's fine, guys. Today price reacted off of here. We can't do nothing about it. We'll just come back next week.
All right, guys, so Monday we got stopped out by a little hair and we lost $181. Tuesday there was no trade due to red folder news. Wednesday we did get stopped out. Thursday we also got stopped out, leaving the account at $273 after the 2 losses. And Friday there was no trades. Now I'm catching myself taking trades that I wouldn't probably take if I wasn't in the flip account. I gotta make sure that I keep myself in check and take only high probability trades. Now we were in a 5-week winning streak in the Signature group, and due to this negative week, now we lost it. Now next week we'll come back and start a new winning streak. And if you want to be part of the Signature group where we had this winning streak and where we're going to start a new winning streak, make sure to click the link in the description and be part of this group. Also make sure you guys join my free Telegram and my Instagram where I give you guys daily updates and my everyday analysis for the market. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.